Hi there, welcome back to the Producer Joe Show. Today is a recorded episode. I just wanted to give you an update on a few things. Forgive me for my absence the last week or so. I've been under the weather and still battling back, but getting better. Everything's going to be okay, I promise you. I do have some big radio news to bring to you, but I want to bring a couple of things to the forefront before we get into that. My part two interview with Dave Peters, or as a lot of you know him, Booga, for the NFL update is coming up because I was sick. I couldn't do the part two of that. So next week, we should be able to finish that off. Now that the preseason has started for the NFL, it's a perfect time for that since all the veterans and the rookies have now reported to camp. I'm also kind of hoping that he'll go over some of the new rules. There's been a lot of new rule changes in the NFL. So excuse me. Part two here is Claudine. My friend Claudine Van Gonka, she's with the San Diego Blood Bank. She has some very important news to share, and she wanted to come on the show. And she has a special gift that she's doling out. I don't know any of the details. So if you donate blood, please tune into that. I will let you know as soon as that one is scheduled right there. And a pretty big one here. Now, this is pending approval of the San Diego Padres. If I can get this individual on the show, if you have been a fan of the Padres for the last 40 plus years, you would definitely know this person. And I do hope that I am approved. You know, it's always a fun show. We never do any politics. I don't see any reason why they couldn't approve it. It's just kind of a dumb little podcast that we do here. And I don't see any reason why they would have any issue with it. So let's hope for that one. That's a big one right there. A couple of radio notes here. We do have our radio reunion, our annual radio reunion scheduled for November 16th. If you did not get an email from me regarding that with all the information on it, please email me, San Diego Radio Joe @gmail.com. It would be great to have you there. Of course, it's going to be fun. It's going to be November 16th. There's going to be a lot of people there, and it's always one of the more fun times of the year. Another topic is tomorrow I will be on the radio. I will be on Paula Rez Radio up in North County, but you can get it online. I'll be on there with my friend Chris Carmichael. Chris asked me to come on and talk about my podcast, what happens on my podcast. And so that's going to be fun. Chris is just a great guy and proud to be his friend. Huge news this week in the radio front. Clint August, KGB Radio. He is going back to afternoons. He was on the morning show for a while. He's going to be returning to his afternoon shift. They really don't come any better than Clint August. He's really a spectacular human being, and very proud to call him friend. So congratulations, Clint. So once again, please subscribe. It costs you nothing, and it helps me to spread the word, to get my podcast out there. Just hit that little subscribe button if you would, please. Maybe even share it. It helps me because I do a lot of this for fun, and there's a lot more coming. And I see some pretty tremendous guests coming up. I already have Ken Kramer lined up. And if anybody knows anything about San Diego, he's a fun person with just a wealth of information about San Diego. Okay, now to what you may have tuned in for. There was a morning show that moved here in 2011, and they admittedly thought they would be here about 2 weeks. Well, it's now 2024, and they have just signed a 2-year extension for their show. This is KSON's John and Tammy. They're a real power team for when it comes to radio, especially morning show radio, which is really cutthroat. But you know what? They have persevered. They formerly had producer Steph, who moved back to her home, and what a tremendous person she is. She's always a lot of fun. And now they have producer Jessica, real sweetheart, real nice girl. So they left Madison, Wisconsin 2011, came here, and they thought that they would never be able to unpack their bags and call this place home. And I do have a quote here from John, and he goes, 13 plus years now. When we got here, we were told, don't unpack your bags. I guess we can now. Yeah, I think you can unpack now. And they're so incredibly thankful to be able to do what we do in the city in which we love to do it. Yeah, they're pretty special people, and they do radio right. I love these people. I've become friends with these people, and couldn't happen to a better team. They are fantastic. So that's that. I will have shows next week. I'm hoping I'm feeling better by then. But again, please hit that subscribe button and share it if you would, please. It helps me a lot. And if you have anything that you need from me, reach out to me, San Diego Radio Joe at gmail.com. All right. Thank you guys so much, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right. Bye now.